Good afternoon and welcome to Solent Sports News. It's 1 o'clock and I'm Jeremiah Scully. Breaking news earlier that Tottenham Hotspur have sacked their manager just a few days before their European tie. Former Wolves manager Nuno Santo has been sacked just 4 months into his tenure at the North London club. After a disappointing collapse to Manchester United, it was only a matter of time before Nuno was shown the door. It is currently unknown who will take hold of the reins in North London, but former player and interim manager Ryan Mason may be looking to have a second chance at the job.
Ryan Mason, of course, is still at the club and stepped in when Jose Mourinho left, so whether that is an avenue they go down until they announce or find a permanent replacement. What I do know is that the Tottenham players are not needed to be out on the training ground today. It is a recovery day.
Elsewhere in football, Ipswich Town under-23s manager Kieran Dyer has sadly been diagnosed with liver problems. The former I'm a Celebrity contestant is currently applying his trade in League One, but will need to undergo a liver transplant. Despite battling liver issues for the past few years, Dyer wants to keep his privacy for his sake and his family's. Ipswich Town took to Twitter to make the official statement on the matter, and when asked how this illness would affect him, Dyer responded, "I see myself as a very positive person that will overcome this minor setback. All of us at Solent Sports News wish him all the best with his recovery." Sticking with football, Chelsea women are in preparation for their visit to Wembley for the FA Cup final. Manchester City, who have won the competition in the previous 2 seasons, were knocked out by Emma Hayes' side, who booked their place for the final. Chelsea have a little over 4 weeks until their clash with Arsenal ladies and will look to win the FA Cup for the 3rd time in their history. Chelsea boss Emma Hayes could have never dreamed of managing a side at Wembley.
As a kid, I've always wanted to be there in some capacity, whether it be as a fan. I never thought I'd do it as a coach. Now I've been there a few times. I just want to go and win.
Turning our attention to cricket now, and the England men's side look to make it 4 wins out of 4 in their pursuit for the T20 World Cup. They've started their campaign off with a trio of wins against West Indies, Bangladesh and Australia, respectively. Following a successful start to the campaign, England are set to face Sri Lanka at 2 p.m. today. They may look to rest players to keep the squad fresh, but Sri Lanka shouldn't look to cause any problems for the opposition. Owen Morgan is in agreement that England have had a superb start, but must not get ahead of themselves if they are to take this competition seriously.
We treat everybody with the same amount of respect. It's a really tough competition, and we're looking forward to continuing to challenge ourselves moving forward.
The weekend saw victory for the majority of South Coast football teams. Eastleigh, Southampton and Portsmouth all picking up 1-0 wins. Meanwhile, Bournemouth put 2 past Reading at the Madejski Stadium to go top of the championship. South Coast rivals Saints and Pompey have both had fairly slow starts to their season, but will be looking to build on the wins over the weekend. Southampton were helped along the way by a Che Adams screamer and a poor Watford performance. But the Saints will be looking forward to hosting Villa at home on Bonfire Night, where former cult hero Danny Ings looks to get one over on his former side. Ings was missing from last night's game for Villa, and Southampton fans will certainly hope he's fit in time for his return to St Mary's. As the world leaders sat down to discuss climate change, sports stars from around the globe have been pulling together to make a change. Tennis player Andy Murray and Olympic diver Tom Daley are at the forefront for the campaign, asking leaders of the world to do more. This morning saw Boris Johnson remind the other political leaders that time is running out, and if we don't act now, it may be too late. Over 40 countries are being represented by sports stars in the campaign, simply asking the political figures in power to help out. Sport can be a great platform for change, and that's something the athletes are certainly trying to do. That's all from us for now, but check back in for our 3 p.m. bulletin. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and remember, you can keep up to date all day long on our website, www.solentjournalism.co.uk. Thank you.